Hi all. Today I'd like to focus us on the word commitment and what commitment means in terms of weight loss. All weight loss, once we get beyond the physiology, is a psychological commitment. What we are doing is altering our food intake in order to lose weight, and we are acknowledging that from an emotional point of view, we're doing something which to some extent is against our very nature. You see, we can live without alcohol, we can live without drugs, but we can't live without food. And food has an absolutely tremendous psychological power attached to it. Commitment, then, has to do with how we feel about ourselves. Simplistically, what I'm saying is, if you want to lose weight, and you want to lose weight for yourself, and you choose to make yourself important, then you can make a commitment. If you don't make yourself important, then it's much more difficult to make that commitment. I'd like to point out to most of you something that is so simple that we hardly ever think about it. You see, in life, there are only two things: emergencies and everything else. I have a knife. I cut my femoral artery. That is now an emergency. It must be addressed. There is no time. It must be immediate. Life has two things: emergencies, which must be addressed immediately, and everything else. And everything else is not an emergency, which means that it is not required to immediately address it. Its level of importance is down a bit. All of us set goals. When I get up in the morning, I think about my day. I might start the night before to think about it, but I have a list. And the things on my list have levels of importance. One of the things that I've learned is that, barring emergency, every important thing on my list, no matter what happens, will get done. Here's where the word commitment comes in. That list is competing with you and your weight loss, because there are things that you have to do. To do the Qigong breathing, for example, requires that you actually stop everything that you are doing in order to do the Qigong. But I don't have time, I'm so busy, I have so many things on my list. The commitment to do the Qigong breathing is to yourself. It measures the level of importance you give yourself, and when you give in to not doing the Qigong, you're basically saying that the commitment, knowing that everything important on your list will get done anyway, that the importance you've given yourself is reduced. It's up to you. How important are you going to make yourself? How much caring are you going to devote to yourself? And remember what you've heard me say many times. In order to have self-love, you have to be willing to have a love of yourself. Take care. Talk to you soon.